Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Rahila Firdausi, Assistant Teacher, English Day Shift. Today I am going to have a class with the students of class 7. Our today's subject is physical education. Our today's topic, chapter 2, lesson 1 to 3. We will read lesson 1 to 3 today. Our today's lecture number is 3. My dear students, you will follow this book for reading this physical education and health. Okay, now come to our today's topic. Our chapter 2 is Scouting and Girl Guiding. Scouting and Girl Guiding is a non-political and social service-oriented youth movement. Lieutenant General Robert Stephenson Smith Lord Baden-Powell of the then British Army introduced Scouting in educational institutions in 1907, and in 1910 he introduced the idea of girl guiding. Before starting the activities of Scouting in the educational institutions, he published some books or booklets considering the demand of the boys and girls who can take part in Scouting according to their age groups. He introduced Scouting for boys, for Scouts, and Girl Guiding, the Blue Bird book for Girl Guides movement in 1908. The activities of Scouting and Girl Guiding are also introduced in Bangladesh, keeping consistency with the international Scout movement. The activities of Scouting and Girl Guiding started in Bangladesh in 1972 after the independence of the country through Liberation War. As a supporting force, the Scouting and Girl Guiding activities help to acquire the qualities to serve distressed humanity, to develop moral and ethical values, physical and mental development, religious tolerance, etc. Bangladesh has in the meantime been able to draw attention of all concerned as a proud partner of this global initiative. At the end of this chapter, we will have to explain the other programs of Scouting and Girl Guiding along with achieving different badges as recognition of the Scouting activities. Number 2, be motivated to lead a disciplined life by performing the activities of Scouting and Girl Guiding. Number 3, the application of first aid and have taken the necessary steps in time. Number 4, apply the primary care of first aid in time of accidents occurred in daily life. Now come lesson 1, the brief history and program of Scouting and Girl Guiding. Lord Baden-Powell was the founder of the Scouting movement. He was born in 1857 in England. He spread this movement all over the world, observing the development of qualities amongst the English boys in building their character through Scouting activities. World Scout Association was formed in 1920. The head office of the World Scout Association is situated in Geneva, the capital of Switzerland. Scout is a universal, non-political and social service-oriented youth movement. The aim of Scout movement is to transform a Scout into an ideal human being through the development of his character. Scouting programs make a boy self-reliant and inspire him to build a beautiful life. After the partition of India, East Bengal Scout Association was formed in 1948 in India, in Dhaka. On the 9th April of 1972, the Scout movement of this country took a new shape after Bangladesh got independence, and Bangladesh Boy Scout Association was formed in a general meeting of the Scout leaders of the country. World Scout Association organized Bangladesh Boy Scout Association on the 1st June 1974 as 105th member in its World Scout Conference. At the 5th Council meeting on the 8th June of 1978, Bangladesh Boy Scout Association was renamed as Bangladesh Scout. Its head office is at Kakrail, Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. The National Training Center is situated at Mouchak near the district town of Gazipur. Robert Stephenson Smith, Lord Baden-Powell, was also the founder of Girl Guide. He introduced a separate program for the girls and named it Guiding. After that, he gave the responsibility to his sister Agnes to lead this movement forward. Agnes made this movement popular by bearing her responsibility properly. The guiding helps the girls develop their personality. Number B, increase sense of social consciousness. Number C, teach how to become responsible citizen. D, teach how to render service to the community. E, make friendship with the world youth community of different countries. After the independence of Bangladesh, the National Assembly passed an act in 1972 recognizing the Girl Guide Association as a national organization. In 1973, this organization got the full membership of the World Girl Guide Association. The head office of Bangladesh Girl Guide Association is situated at Bailey Road in Dhaka. Listen to the subgrouping, patrol and badge system. All the activities of Scouts and Guides are conducted in subgrouping or patrol system. In this system, a subgroup is formed with 6 to 8 Scouts and Guides. In order to conduct the functions of the subgroup smoothly, a skilled, experienced and capable Scout or Guide is selected from each group to work as a group leader. He or she also carries the group flag and provides appropriate service to the members of his or her subgroup. Other members of the subgroups also have their own responsibilities. Each subgroup has separate name, symbol, code, word and place for conducting activities. Group members know each other's name for the smooth functioning of group activities. Usually, the names of other members are written in a notebook to remember the names easily. Subgrouping is the most effective way to raise awareness among children. Lord Baden-Powell introduced these first in India. Later, that spread among other Scout and Guide groups in the world. The main objective of the subgrouping is to raise children's awareness about their duties and responsibilities. This helps boys and girls realize that they have certain roles to develop their groups. Each Scout and Guide can share their opinions with their company through this system. They can also implement their plans or run activities according to the strengths of their subgroup or patrol. It makes them aware of their duties towards own family, society, and enhances their self-confidence. The patrol flag. The patrol flag is triangular in shape with white background. In the middle of the flag, a face of an animal or bird that is fixed for their subgroup is drawn. The pole of the patrol flag is of the same length of the scout stick. The flag is 30 cm into 20 cm in size. Here is the patrol flag. It is triangular in shape and it is 30 cm into 20 cm in size. Description of a tenderfoot badge. This badge has 4 colors: green, yellow, red and white. Green. Green is the color of our national flag. It also resembles the nature around. This color stands for enthusiasm and liveliness of the young age. Yellow. Yellow resembles the golden fiber of Bangladesh. Red. Red symbolizes the sun of independence that we have earned through a bloody struggle. The 4 white sepals. They symbolize the 4 principles of Baden-Powell. They are intelligence, practical work, healthiness, and service. White also stands for sacredness and brotherhood. It is believed that the guides will be fresh and sacred and they will be guided by sisterly spirits. This is the tenderfoot badge. Now the 3 leaves. The 3 yellow petals stand for the 3 promises of the guides. The stem stands for unity. It reminds the scouts and guides to work together. The waves. The waves stand for affection, sympathy, and love. If clipping a badge in the sari is problematic, it can be worn at the left collar of the blouse. No other badge can be used on this tenderfoot badge since this badge is earned through enough efforts. Other badges can be used at the bottom of this badge. Tenderfoot badge is called promise badge. These badges can be worn only after passing the tenderfoot examination and being sewn in. This can be used when one is in full uniform. It is used at the left side of the uniform. However, if anyone wears a tie, it can be used in the middle of the tie. A. Badges of skills and badges of guide efficiency. The badges of skills are offered as rewards for the skills earned for specific work following a specific curriculum. The badges of skills are of four kinds: membership badge, standard badge, progress badge, service badge. Number 1. Membership badge is worn by stitching it in the middle of the left pocket of the scout shirt. Number 2. Standard badge is worn by stitching it on the folding of left sleeve in between the shoulder and elbow. Number 3. Progress badge is used at the place of the standard badge. Number 4. Service badge can be used at the place of progress badge by replacing the letter and stitching it at the same point. Badges that show skills of the guides. Number 1. Cooking, house assisting, first aid, gardening, health symbols, home management, guest service, knitting, laundering, crafts, poultry, nurse, sewing, agriculture, sanitation, oral, rehydration therapy, that is ORT. Now number B, efficiency badge. Efficiency badges are recognitions for efficiency in different aspects. There are 126 efficiency badges in 13 groups including 3 special badge groups. Efficiency badges are worn stitching on the folding of right sleeve in between the shoulder and elbow of the scout shirt. Now lesson 3, pioneering, lashing and tenderfoot knot. Pioneering. During the time of hiking, when scouts and girl guides stay in tents, they have to know and practice different knots of ropes. This is known as pioneering. This includes number 1, knowing the names of different parts of ropes and identifying them. Number 2, being able to do the following knots and demonstrate their right uses. The knots are bowling on the bight, cat's paw, double sheet bend, slippery sheet bend, fireman chair knot, etc. Here is given the tenderfoot knot. This is reef knot, sheet bend, club hitch, fisherman's knot and double overhand. Number 3, being able to make a flag stand by knotting 4 sticks properly. Number 4, being able to make a sheer leg by appropriate knots. Gadget. The arrangement made with the branches of any tree or bamboos for arranging utensils is called gadget. Lashing. The method of tying 2 or 3 pieces of bamboos or woods together with rope is called lashing. Usually, lashing is used to construct a makeshift pathway over a canal, house and platform to support a tree. Though there are many kinds of lashing at the primary stage in scouting, only 4 kinds of lashing are needed. They are square lashing, diagonal lashing, pole and shear lashing, figure of 8 lashing. Square lashing. When 2 pieces of bamboo are placed one over another crosswise and it is twisted with rope firmly, it is called square lashing. The bamboo which is set erect on the ground is called the pole and a pitch of bamboo which is placed over it crosswise is called the bar. Now a fish hook knot is to be given on the place where the pole and bar meet. The moving part of the rope will be kept over the bar with a twist from behind the pole. In this way, with the moving part of the rope, the pole and bar will be twisted around for 8 to 10 times. During this action, the rope should be under the pole. At first, the 2 tanglings are given on the upper part. the next ones should be given well in between those two so that gradually there remains no gap between the poles. When the pole and the burr have been tangled for 8 to 10 times, the moving part of the rope will be tangled firmly with the rope between the gap of the pole and the burr at least for 3 or 4 times. This tangling is called frapping. The stronger the frapping is, the stronger the lashing will be. After the frapping, lashing will be finished by giving fish hook knot at the burr with the moving part of the rope. This is how square lashing is done. So here we can see the actions of square lashing. Now diagonal lashing. A pole is to be placed on another in a diagonal position or like the sign of multiplication. After placing the poles as stated above, the bamboo pieces should be brought together and a log pulling knot is to be given. Then the direction of the moving part of the rope should be changed. After changing the direction from outside, 2 poles would be twinned together for 5 to 7 times. After doing this from the side where it has been tangled first and from the opposite side, 2 poles should be twinned together for 5 to 7 times as before. In this way, when tangling is done from 2 sides, the part of the rope which is now at the middle of the pole should be tangled with the moving part of the rope at least for 3 to 4 times. The harder the tangles, the stronger the lashing will be. After the frapping, the lashing should be finished with a fish hook knot with the moving part of the rope. This is how a diagonal lashing is tied. Boys, my dear students, we can see the actions of diagonal lashing in this picture. Okay, so my dear students, you must practice reading at home. Stay well, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.